What is up, ladies and gentlemen, to the YouTubeverse? I'm back once again in morning, or it's usually nighttime. I have the day off, sitting here thinking, started, hey, let's just bust this out and start doing the recording stuff. If you're new to the channel, Hippie Nick Animals is because my name is Nick, I'm a hippie, and most of it has to do with animals and stuff. Rorschach's over behind the window. Rorschach, I need to show people that we talk about animals around here. Where you at? Well, he'll come out later, maybe. He's by the window now, but the frogs' tanks are still looking nice and good. Where's that cat? Where's the cat? Hi, cat. There he is. So, yeah. And if you're new, welcome. If you are coming back again, welcome back. Glad to see you again. On today's plan, we're going to do cleanup for scabbers. The light on my freaking fish tank went out, so I'm trying to figure out how to do with the lights I do have. Right now, it's taking the light from the one side and rotating it to the other, and trying to get different cycles of light throughout the day. I took the lid off completely and let the water drain a little. Well, I didn't, not drain, but got like a gap like this because the bubblers kind of splash up stuff, and I don't want that hitting all over the table. So here in another hour or two before I leave to do some shopping and get ready for the day, I'm going to see if that's doing anything, if it's actually splashing over or not. If it is, I'm going to have to do something with the lid so that it's kind of off to the side, just blocking the bubbles or something. But otherwise, it does need to have the lid off right now so I can get light on top of the water as well. I need to have my floaters getting light too. So that happened a couple days ago. So that has been fun trying to figure that thing out. And then outside of that, work has been work. The days have been days. And keep doing what I keep doing. So this is, I would guess, the start of one of the video things of today. I don't think it's going to be much of a vlog. I'm going to be taking this and using it as other parts to a full video. Cat's been crazy, man. But so, hopefully you enjoy the rest of what this video's got to offer. We're going to do a little bit with the frog. Not the frog. Frogs are good for today. For the fish and the rat scabbers and stuff. If Lady's out and about and wandering around, I'll say hi to her too and let you guys see her as well. She's gotten quite popular, actually. And I didn't expect her to get so popular. Apparently, a lot of people have leopard geckos or think leopard geckos are just so stinking cute. Which is true, they are stinking cute. Anywho, watch the rest of the video. Hope you enjoy it. Y'all peace out for this first part. So you can see I have to keep this hood off now. This thing does not turn on anymore. That's the switch right here. Leads down into that. And you see how dim that is, and it's fading out. It didn't even turn on much at all before, so that's not doing any good right now for it to look like that. So we're going to go ahead and clear out more water. I'm going to do another close to about 30% water change, trying to get some of the smuts out, and hopefully it'll get more clear. And the light can hit deeper in the tank easier because the bulbs I'm using right now, you can tell they're not strong enough or as wide as that one is. But this one is no good anymore. This is just, that's just bad. So, ugh. All right, to work. All right, got the water filling, got the big old chunk taken out. I do realize once I do fill it back up, I'm probably going to have to put the lid back on anyway because those bubbles. I'm going to fill it up to a point where those bubbles will definitely mess up the tank and stuff. It's funny though, because as you peel it back, you can see all the little marks that the snails make. I usually keep the front glass pretty wiped down from algae and stuff, but I leave algae on the other bits of glass, the other sides, so that the snails can eat at it, and it's just natural plantage still. So water changed up a little bit from that percent that you saw. I got the window cracked right there, so hopefully as that light starts to settle on in from the sun rays, it'll help out. That's what the light looks like when it's all dimmed out and turned on, man. You can see what the issue is. That is not doing anything for the system. It is so dark and murkier looking because of the lack of light. The reflection is even more intense. Enough about those guys. That's their change up for now. You know, we got this guy right here. Oh, Scabbers. He needs to clean up big time. I tried giving him that couch that the guinea pigs used to have. He tore it up. He killed the Santa. Little guy is having a lot of fun in his old age. And you can actually see right here, there's a lady. That's my leopard gecko. She's been getting very popular. Y'all really like her. She's a cutie, isn't she? This is just a regular leopard gecko pattern too. There's nothing special about this. She's not a morph or anything, not a different type of genotype or anything. She's just your regular leopard gecko with a bit of a golden eye color. Very special. What you doing, silly? That's a bamboo plant you're sniffing at. Well, you're not sniffing at it, you're staring at me. You're looking for bugs? We'll get you in a bit, don't worry. Let me get Scabbers, and then I'll come and give you some mealworms. How's that? Yep, and look at him, he already knows he's coming out. Silly friend. Probably can't see him too well through the bars and stuff, but not a problem, not a problem. Go ahead. Bring him on out to the camera. Hi, buddy. Ready to come up? Oh, big scoops. Make sure you hold them nice and loose, but not too tight. Because he's trying to get down. Yeah, there you go, bud. He's a little older, so he doesn't handle being held for too long as well. He likes to come right back down to his spot. Normally what I'll do is I'll clear his stuff up first. You can see he went ham on some toys and destroyed so many things, man. Goodness gracious. I'm going to actually dump some of this fluff and stuff into the garden too. The birds can use that stuff right there. I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick pause and move along to the next part. Now we got some stuff soaking and the old man's running around his little spot here. Give him a couple things to play with real quick. He eats some fun treats, man. I got some wolf skins right here that I'm going to open up. Wolf skin as in like wolffish skin, sorry. Not actual wolf skin. That's a weird way to say that. It's this stuff right here, man. Icelandic Company. Give him a couple little piece like this, and he loves to snack on that. Give him something to chew on. And he likes chicken feet. I'm going to give him some nice snackage out of the one dish that's up there that I pulled off to the side earlier, because he made a mess all over it. And chicken feet, dried chicken feet, actually very good for them. Rats love that stuff, dude. They'll chew on it. I have a bag full of them, thanks because my parents, my mom, thought it'd be fun. She likes to grab stuff for the animals a lot, too. Lady is very curious about what's going on. Hold on, Lady, we'll get your mealworm soon. Don't you worry, friend. We need to give you a little bit more water to overflow, too. Gotta water not just her, but the plants and her isopods. Well, she's not getting water. She drinks the water. I water Dramoka. So yeah, all this stuff. This used to be part of the chair and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and take all the stuff that's yucky and dump it outside. I'm gonna turn that water off real quick. I don't like leaving water too long, but it should be dried, or not dried, but cleaned up. I'm gonna wash it off and dry it up and everything. And we're gonna be good from there. Buddy, I'm gonna take a quick break for pats. I know. You love your little pats too. They're ticklish as well. But again, he's old boned. I don't want to make him go too crazy and try and tickle in him. But look at this friend. Chunkster. He's old. I saw someone at the comments saying Master Splinter. And I love that. His name is Scabbers. I'm not the one who named him, as you may or may not know if you keep up with this channel. He's been with me for now a little over a year. Officially, after October. He's been in this home for about a year. And when I got him, he was about a year old. So he is close to being, if not already, a 2-year-old male rat, which is very good for them. And you can see he's moving around and doing. He does those little sneezy things a lot. I think that's just him being excited. You know, he's been that way when I first had him. I thought he had an infection or something, but no, his stuff is fine. It's just, rather than doing full-on squeaks, he does like those little wispy sneezy things. It's funny. If anyone else knows about that or knows why he's done it and why the vets can't find anything wrong with him, please let me know, because he's been like this since I've had him with that little noise. And I thought it was sneezing, but it could be excitement because he's sniffing too hard, or maybe just that's the way he likes to squeak. I've heard him do squeaks before. But no, it's very cool. I've only had the one rat. He was a rescue. I do not plan to get any more when he does go across the Rainbow Bridge and all that. You know, I take in only what needs to be helped. I don't take it in because I think, oh, that's super awesome. No, I've done that before, believe me. There are 2 animals I still would love to take care of that are completely pet legal, which is the axolotl and the chinchilla, but all in due time. Especially the chinchilla, it's very hard to care for. There's a lot of parameters. But let me go finish up dumping this off into the garden and sharing some of this fluffy bounty to the nature out there. I'm sure the birds and squirrels will love that. I'm just going to go ahead and tear up that right there and make that easier for them to use for their nests. It is fall, it's going to go to winter. They're going to love this stuff. So the extra fluffs and stuff and all the other things that are linen-y will be used by the squirrels and the birds that live out here. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Good, sorry, ouch, ow. Sorry about that, I had to stop real quick. I have sciatica hurting me real bad. It's in both hips. I'm not using my cane, but I have to do work, so I had to stop for a second and just like, whew, reset real fast. Sorry about that. But it didn't take too long, so it didn't move or anything. Just kind of stood there for a second, took a couple breaths. But out here in the yard, there's a little garden right there. That is where we're going to be dumping this stuff. The cold snaps have been making the garden, you know, not look as good as it has in the past. You've seen it before. If those of you keep up, if not, just probably find some videos in the past couple of months of how this garden's grown out and been absolutely so good and amazing. So let me go ahead. So what I do is I dump this stuff in the garden because animals come in here all the time for stuff, man. And a lot of these plants kind of dying away anyway. So some natural breakdownage mixed in with some good old fluffs and stuffs for the animals. And that will be good for the garden. You can see I do the eggshells and stuff too. Lots of good composting out here. Or at least I try. All right, little buddy. We're about to move you back over. Get yourself all cleaned up. What you doing? Here. I'll move these. And we're going to get you scooched over to the other spot. Where you running to, bud? Where you running to? I know, you're trying to get up in that carpeting. Whoops, whoops. And again, nice and loose, nice and easy. Try to support them the best you can. They're not as bad as guinea pigs because they do have a bit more of a bendable spine, but you don't want to like twist them up either. So what I did here to give him his special snack, check this out. So for today, we're doing all veggies. No protein for his special snack. He's got his chicken foot and his wolffish skin for that. So I'm going to give him his regular food right here. Or his treats, I should say. There you go, bud. And, yep, I can sit that there, keep my hand nearby, and I know he doesn't bite me. He always checks for extra food and stuff, though. He doesn't go for the veggies as quick as the other stuff, obviously. He knows what's good. But I do have to give him his regular food as well. I love the Oxbow rat food. It is my favorite. It is his favorite. I tried the Missouri. He'll eat it. But he actually chows through this stuff. So this stuff's great. And at most stores, it's usually around $12 or so if you're in the U.S. So it actually isn't super duper pricey as far as food goes. Because for their size, they don't eat a whole bunch either. But let me give you the thing he gets really excited for. Or not, let me give you a viewage of what he gets really excited for right here. He loves these Crunchy Bears. This is the new thing I found for him outside of the stuff that I would find that PetSmart would carry, and I don't shop with PetSmart anymore, so I found a nice alternative. It's actually better size for him and everything. Actually, to be able to get this open, it's hard to do this with just one hand. Hold on. Open them up. You can see they're tiny little things, too, man. So I give him like 2 or 3 at a time. Probably why he's a little chunky. Drop a couple of those in there, and he's going to snag one of those right. Yep. He didn't even let me finish my sentence. He just snagged one. Oh, there we go. I said, it's trying to not be on the focus anymore. We fixed it by backing up and it refocused. Good. All right. Yeah, he loves those Crunchy Bears, man. Those are like little cupcake snacks or something for him. But you got his veggies too, so it's balanced diet for rats. They're omnivorous. Make sure you treat them with love and respect. He's a bit older, so I'm not going to really have him go running around right now too much. He's most active in the evenings. Let's see if Lady here wants to eat. She's kind of in her favorite resting spot, but I'm pretty sure when she realizes there's mealworms, she's going to come running out. Right, so I do appreciate you if you watched all the way to the end of this part of the video. It's not the very, very end yet, but you're going to get to the part where we're going to do some live feeding. So I always do this little warning. If you're someone who's not good with bugs or creatures eating other creatures, this is the part of the video where we're ending it, because after this I got to refill something for water, I got to vacuum up the room, I have to do a lot of chores and things, you know, adulting. So after that I won't be recording anything from there. So for the rest of that video of today, we are just going to give Lady her mealworms. And for that, give you a second, and if you're good, we can move on. So Lady, so I got some mealworms in here. See these guys, about 5 of them in there. I feed her about every couple of days or so. I don't know, she's looking like she may not be too hungry. She might be more sleepy. Let's see if she goes for it. Oh yeah, she saw the mealworms come out. Yep, there she goes. She didn't even take a second. I feed her normally every 2 or 3 days. Usually it's about 5 to 7 mealworms. Today it's 5. Their tail is a great indicator. As long as their tail is about as round and thick as the torso is, they're doing pretty good. And they're holding off all right. You can see she likes to do classic gecko stuff. Well, she'll grab her food, go right back into her little tunnel and feel nice and safe. We got one trying to get away. Well, hold on, she might get it. Are you gonna get it? Nope, you got that one. Yes, you did. Let me help you out with this one, though. There we go. You don't want them getting away. You got to be careful with that. Don't do what I just did. I just do that because I'm confident in it. They can totally bite your fingers if you're using your fingers to move their food back into their face or something. It's happened to me before, which is why I know what to expect from it. It's why I'm not afraid of their bites. It's not happened with Lady, it's happened with Jamocha more so than anything, because Jamocha actually got a piece of wood stuck in her mouth and had to try and clear that out. But you can see what they do. They periodically, or not periodically, but they carefully and pick away at each and every individual. If I have them in the cup, she'll grab like 2 or 3 at a time sometimes, and it's just funny watching her trying to figure out how to eat it. But they prefer to snap one at a time. They don't have long tongues. And when they normally go ahead and attack, they close their eyes, so they don't always get their targets. So when you feed your leopard gecko, do so in a spot that is not on your body, because if they miss, they're going to totally bite you. So that's a fun little fact, fun little series of facts about leopard geckos and how I feed them, and some stuff about their eating habits. They are pure insectivores, though. Do not give them fruit or vegetables. And they do calcium powder and dishes. They're good with that stuff. So I have more work to do. That's going to take 2 hands, and I won't be able to record the rest of what I'll be doing today. So thank you for watching all this. Hopefully it was a bit enjoyable, a little bit of a look into my day-to-day, or my day-to-day when I'm actually off and having to work around the animals in the house. A lot of my day-to-day has to do with a lot of animals outside the house. But hey, everyone's hanging out, doing great. Buddy, did you eat almost all those veggies already? Almost. They're slightly frozen, so they're good to stay in there for a minute. I give him frozen veggies because it holds the nutrients well, and if he doesn't eat them right away, they don't go bad very soon. So he'll eat them before it's too late. And he's going to fix up his spot and go to sleep because it is in the middle of the day, and I kind of woke him up to clean up. So he's going to bed. He's peacing out. I'm peacing out. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.